make people actually find your content in 2026. I used to be so frustrated each time I created content and no one sees it. Mind you, I'm very consistent. I'm posting good content. I am making sure that I'm pushing out value. But yes, for some reason, people don't really see my content. Talk more of like engaging with it or even following me. This literally frustrated me so much, and I know that some of you can relate. Now, all of this entirely changed the moment I solved this one problem, which is I started thinking about how can people discover my content. So I went from like wondering, oh, why is nobody watching my content, why is nobody interested in my content or posting more content, to thinking of how to make people discover my content. And that is exactly what I'm going to be sharing with you in this video, because if people can see your content, they would engage with your content. They can from your content decide to follow you, and that is how exactly you can grow. Hi, my name is Tiffany. I'm a social media manager, and I am here to teach you exactly how you can grow on social media. If you're struggling with content, social media, managing your page, trust me, this channel is for you. And all you have to do to join the community right now is to subscribe, turn on the post notifications so you can be the first to know whenever there's a new video for you. I am going to be showing you exactly what you need to do to make people find your content in this freaking 2026 so that you can move from being invisible to visible. Trust me, you can do this with the right information, and that is exactly what I'm going to be sharing with you. So go get your pen, your paper, and let's quickly dive in. So first, before we start talking about exactly what you need to do to get people to find your content, I want to tell you this vital piece of information that will affect everything you do on social media, which is your page. Most times you can actually have a good content, but if your page is not optimized, people will not be able to convert. What do I mean? It's either your bio on your Instagram or your TikTok, whatever platform, that particular place, you have to provide the right information. That is where you have to let your audience know who you are, what you do, and how you can help them. That bio, if you don't get it right, people are going to be confused. At the moment they are confused, they are leaving your page. So you need to make sure that is sorted before you start worrying about getting people to like your content. Because look at it this way, when people see your content, maybe your content is good, they finally discovered your content, and then they visit your page. If your page is a mess, you're eventually going to lose them. They will not convert, they will not follow you, they will not be interested in you anymore. Do you get? So that is why I am putting it out there, so that you optimize your page, get a good profile picture. If it's a personal brand, if it's a business, use a clear logo, write a bio that clearly says who you are, what you do, and how you can help them. Put in a call to action that tells them exactly what to do. If you want them to follow you, if you want them to DM you, you let them know. And also in your name section, you need to put a keyword to it. This way people can also find you. For instance, if you're a graphic designer and your name is James, you can say James stroke graphic design. Do you get? So whatever niche, industry, whatever you do, even if you're a business owner or you sell like clothing, you can put stroke clothing in your location. If you're in Lagos, if you're in the US, stuff like that. Do you get? So those keywords will make people find you when they are searching for someone like you. And also, like, when your page is optimized, when people finally like see your content and now visit your page, you're going to make a good first impression. That way your effort creating good content will not go to waste. You get it? So after optimizing your page and you are ready to get people to discover your content, the first thing, the number one thing you need to do is to get clear on who your content is specifically for. Honestly, you're not creating content for everybody, and I think that's the mistake that people are making. They create content, put it out there, hoping that it is going to resonate with just anyone. But when you're talking to everybody, you're talking to no one. And trust me, you do not want that. You want the right people to see you, right? That is why you have to be clear on who you're creating that content for. So before you put out that content, you need to think in your brain, who exactly are you creating this content for? Picture that person. Like, as I'm creating this content, I am creating that content for someone who is interested in growing on social media, that needs clarity on how to grow on social media this 2026. So I've already pictured you before creating this content, and that is the same thing you have to do while creating content. So when you do it this way, you can easily say the right things because you already know who you are talking to. Do you get? Number two, think like a searcher. This is the one that most people don't really know about, and that is where the magic really is. When you think like a searcher, that means you are trying to think like people that would want to consume your content. If you are thinking like them, it will give you more clarity on how to position your content in a way it will find them. That means you are thinking of them, you are thinking of what kind of phrases are they going to come on social media to type in. I know as a human being, you have already, like for instance, gone on Instagram and you're searching how can I do this, or you're searching shoes in this location, or you're searching maybe you want to buy a Christmas gift or whatever. Now you that is creating content, you need to think like a searcher. You need to use keywords. Imagine what that person will be searching for. So if I want to think like a searcher while creating this content, and I want you people who this content is really for to find me, I would think, okay, the person I'm creating this content already, which is in number one. Remember, you have to know the person that you're creating this content for. So the people I'm creating this content for are people who wants to grow on social media, who wants their content to be seen, right? So now if I'm trying to think like a searcher, I am going to think, okay, what kind of words, what kind of phrases are they going to be searching for? So I'll now be like, okay, these people want their content to be found. You get? And then I will be like, how to make my content be discovered, how to get people to see my content, how to get my content to go viral. That way I am trying to think like my searcher, and if I use those keywords in my content, the algorithm will push out my content to people that are searching for it. So you see that it's not magical, it is the way it works. You get? So all you just have to do is to think like a searcher, and once you have thought about it, you will know the kind of words that they'll be searching for, and then you use it in your content. For example, if you're a lifestyle creator, you can think like a searcher. You can say, get ready with me, because people that are searching for lifestyle content are always looking for living alone series, get ready with me, and all of that. So you think like them and then use those keywords to create your actual content. You get the vibe. And also, let's say you're a business, you sell nails, you do hairs and all of that. So you can think of stuff like how to fix cluster lashes, how to do my pressure nails, and all of that. That is what people that are looking for your kind of content will be searching for. Number 3 is very important. Make it worth reading or watching. Now, this is exactly where so many people fail. They want their content to be seen, but if your content is not valuable, like, okay, now they saw your content, what do you think they would do if your content is not valuable, if your content is not engaging, if your content is just random? They will leave. So all your effort to attract them, to get them to see you, will just go into waste. So that is why it's very important for you to make your content worth reading, worth watching. And what does that mean? If you're creating a video, make sure you're doing it well, make it engaging, give something valuable, just help somebody's life. You can either make people laugh, get them educated, make them feel something. You get? So if your content is not doing anyone, people are eventually going to leave. So what is now the purpose of attracting them when you're going to lose them anyways? So make sure your content is worth watching or reading. I might be wondering, how do I make people to watch my content, to stay, to find it valuable and all of that? You can decide to use storytelling in your content. Let me tell you, everybody loves a story. When you are telling them a story, like, they will stick to you. Tell a good story, make it engaging. You can even ask a question or share your own opinion, or just do something funny. All this content always works. All you just have to do is to be authentic and make effort. People really appreciate your effort when it comes to content creation. Number 4, this is so important. Use keywords everywhere. This is exactly the trick I use to get people to find my content, because people are always like, oh my god, Tiffany, I was scrolling on my other page and I saw your content, I saw you on Explore, I saw you on my FYP, all of that. It always feels amazing, because trust me, on that your account, they are probably not following me, but when they saw me, they're like, yeah, that's Tiffany, you get me? So now this is what helps me to be in front of them, even when they are like in that their new account, they are not following me. It is because of keywords. And what are keywords? Keywords are simple phrases. You remember in number 2 when I said think like a searcher, that I was like talking about how you can think of the kind of words they will be putting in on social media when they are searching for something. That is similar to what I'm talking about, but this one is all about keywords. These keywords are simple as phrases that people are searching for. So let's say, for instance, your content is all about how to make pressure nails. So if you want people to find you, don't just post that content. You need to add keywords to that content. And I will still tell you exactly where to place your keywords, but let's talk about where you can find these keywords. How you're going to find these keywords is number 1, you can go to TikTok and type in your topic. Once you type it in, you will notice that TikTok will suggest other similar topics to what you just searched for. Screenshot it and then copy out that text and put it in your content. Remember, we are going to talk about where you'll be putting the keywords soon. Now, another way you can also do that is that you already know your topic, right? You can now type out that your topic in various different ways that is similar to what you are talking about. For instance, again, how to make press-on nails, how to wear your press-on nails, whatever. You can then say press-on nails, how to fix your press-on nails, etc., etc. Now you have these keywords. It is time to talk about where to place it. Now, the 3 places you can place your keyword if it's a video is to add it as a text on your screen and then drag it out of your screen. And number 2, add it to your caption. After writing your caption, you can put it at the end of your caption. And another place you can add this keyword is when you are making that video. So let's say you are talking in the video, you can say that particular keyword when you are starting the video or in between the video or whatever. Do you get? Another way you can add your keyword is to add it beginning of your caption, maybe as your topic or whatever. So this way the algorithm would know what your content is about. Those keywords is exactly what the algorithm is going to use to know where to categorize your content. And when the algorithm have already categorized your content, that is exactly how the algorithm will now say, okay, this particular content is for this set of people searching for it, and then push it out to your content. We just literally spoke about videos. What about if it's a carousel, if it's a static post? How you are going to add your keyword? There is an option on Instagram or TikTok that is called alt text. That's alternative text, ALT, right? So if you go there, you copy these your keywords and you put it in there. That's all. Just post your content. Now the algorithm already knows about that. That is why they gave us the feature, and it is going to categorize your content to the right people searching for it. This is where the magic really happens. Once the algorithm already knows what your content is about, the people that are searching for it, putting in those phrases, you remember those phrases that you know people that will be interested in your content will be searching for. The algorithm will notice that this person is searching for how to get my content to go viral, and then quickly remember that the keywords that you provided to it is similar to that topic. So when people are searching for it, the algorithm will be like pushing out your content to those people, and that's exactly how you get your content seen. Then number 5, this is where people make the mistake that always cost them something. Use fewer, smarter hashtags. Yes, I know you're about to say hashtags don't work again, hashtags don't work, but no, wait, let me tell you, I've been a social media manager, so hashtags still work. But the problem is how you are using hashtag. If you're still using hashtag the wrong way, it is not going to work for you. I know where it's going to work. So how you're going to use hashtag for it to also help you get your content discovered by the right people is by making sure, first of all, you're not using more than 5 hashtags. Yes, do not use more than 5 hashtags. You don't need 20 hashtags. You don't need 100 hashtags to get your content categorized. No, all you need is 5 hashtags, and not just 5 hashtags, not just one random hashtag. I used to see people using hashtag FYP, hashtag explore. What does that have to do with your content, baby? No, you shouldn't be doing that. So you need to use hashtag that is related to what your content is about. Yes, you get the vibe right now. Use hashtag that is related to your topic. Use hashtag that is related to your niche. Use hashtag that is related to your industry. And what this simply means is that if your content is about how to create good content, you can just say hashtag how to create content, hashtag content creation, hashtag content tips, hashtag digital marketing. You get? So talk about your topic, your niche, your industry, and that's it. You don't have to be using random hashtags, because when you're using random hashtags, you are going to confuse the algorithm. Now the algorithm don't even know where to put your content under. And another reason is that when people are now searching for something, they won't even find you because they won't go and be looking for your content under hashtag explore. What is their business with explore? Do you get it? So always use the right hashtag that is related to the video you make. The hashtag you use for one video is not the same hashtag you use for the second video, because all this content are different. So in 2026, growth is not about posting anymore, posting. No, it's about being intentional. When the right people can find your content and it's worth their time, they find it valuable, they find it engaging, and then they continue to wanting to consume your content, that is exactly how you grow. So move from thinking of how many content do I have to post in a day to thinking of how can people find your content, to thinking of how to push out the right kind of content so that people will find it valuable and trust you more. And finally, we have come to the end of this video. If you found it valuable, kindly check out other videos and remember to subscribe, leave me a comment, and also turn on the post notifications so you can be notified when there's a new video just for you.